It's me, Keith from Clee. Yeah. Hi guys. It's me, Keith from Clee. It's another episode of For Your Records. And I'm by myself, which is fine. I kind of wanted to do a catch up, you know. 100 episodes was crazy. And I haven't really done an episode by myself in a while, so but I could keep this short and sweet, let y'all know what I've been listening to, keep y'all updated with what's going on with me and the pod, and kind of just like an update, a catch up, if you will. Um, well, the cat's out the bag. I'm moving to Atlanta. Um, I haven't really announced it to social media yet because it is kind of soon. I'm not moving till the end of September, October, like that week. I will be in Atlanta like October 1st type of deal. Um, yeah, the cat's out the bag. It kind of got, announced a little bit. I wasn't planning on announcing it that soon, but some people have been catching on because I've been going to Atlanta so much. And when you go to Atlanta 3 times in 2 months, I guess that already explains enough. But yes, I'm so excited. I feel like it's gonna be the perfect opportunity for me and my podcast and to grow. And I don't know. I just feel like this is like my moment. Um, I'm finally like getting the momentum and the streams and the listens that I want. So shout out to you guys for sharing with your friends. I'm a firm believer in word of mouth is still the best way to get yourself out there. Um, because that's honestly the fastest way that you guys have gotten to know me is, by word of mouth and through your friends and things like that. So for that, you guys are amazing. Um, I'm kind of single, kind of in a relationship. I don't fucking know. Honestly, guys, I told you I don't like the way relationships make me feel. Um, I feel like I'm being forced to try a little bit and step out my comfort zone because I'm so used to just walking away when things just seem too hard for me. But it's coming to a point where like I just want to do me. I want to have fun. I want to get back to doing me, but people just are scared to let you go. No harm, no foul to the man though. It is what it is. I still love and adore him. He's the most amazing person I've ever met in my life, honestly. He's just great, honestly. Like, he's amazing. But I don't know. I'm not cut for that right now. It's just like I got a lot going on. I don't want to feel tied down. To be honest, like, I'm finally getting the attention from somebody that I've liked for years, a couple years now. I've liked him for a while, and we're finally trying to figure out, where we're gonna go from here. Um, you know, he travels a lot, so when I move, that's really not an issue for him. But we shall see, you guys. That's all I can say to that. But I don't really want to be in a relationship. I just don't. It's just not in me. But shout out to Dean. Dean's still on. Y'all know that's my dog for life. And he was one of the most listened to episodes, so apparently y'all fuck with him too. But I don't know. I don't know. As far as relationships go, I don't like the way they make me feel. It's not for me. Um, yo, I kind of came to the conclusion that unless I already have them scheduled, which I have about like 3 more rappers scheduled, and Bill don't count because y'all know how that go with Bill, but I'm kind of over interviewing rappers. And someone kind of pointed out to me in one of these recent episodes that I had that I'm not into it as far as when somebody comes on just like a regular person like me and they just love music. The conversation is totally different and it carries the podcast a little different as well. And I agree. This podcast was never meant for, you know, people to come on and just talk their music for the full 60 minutes, and I think that's what some rappers expect. Um, that's not that. Um, when I bring rappers on the show, I want to kind of like showcase, your work and what you do. Yes. Um, but there's a segment for that. And honestly, I want to save all that for the last segment. You know, shine the spotlight on you guys, and we could talk about your music and your musical process, and upcoming shows you may have and things like that. But this podcast was solely to talk about music. I am a music enthusiast. I love to talk about hip hop and R&B, upcoming artists I've never heard of. I want to dive deep into other people's playlists. I want to talk about music that's going to be released. I want to argue about who's the greatest. Shit like that. This podcast was never intended to solely just talk about rappers in Cleveland and what they have going on. Because honestly, there are other podcasts in Cleveland for that. I'm not saying y'all can't come on and talk y'all music. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I think y'all expect to talk about your music for a whole 60 minutes. If I ask you what you've been listening to, I don't want to hear my music coming out. And because honestly, I know that you're listening to your own music, and that's fine. You're gonna have a way to plug your music at the end. You're gonna have a way for people to listen to your music. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be funny, but like nobody wants to hear you talk about your music for 60 minutes plus. And a lot of these artists be trying to like bring the conversation back to their own music and what they want and and it's just like I get it, trust me, I get it, but that's kind of like redundant. I want to talk about other artists. I want to talk about your influencers. I want to talk about music that you listen to that what I'm saying gets you motivated to even make music in the first place. Because at the end of the day, I feel like you're not just out making music just because you saw somebody else do it. Clearly, you listen to music. I want to know who you're listening to, and I feel like that kind of gets misconstrued. So from here on out, I've decided that because the next two episodes are with rappers, and that's fine. But from here on out, I would rather bring people on who don't mind speaking about the music that they've been listening to, their opinions on music. I want to know who's the greatest rapper to you, and I want to argue about it with you. I want to know who is your favorite male R&B artist right now, shit like that. Like I want to talk about the real conversations, and that's honestly why I bring a lot of people back because I want them to be like the epitome of what I want this podcast to be. So when people come on inbox and they'll say, "Oh, that was a really good episode with so and so," I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? I truly am glad because that's what this podcast was intended to be. And if you've been rocking with me since the beginning, you know that. So I know some people that come on inbox like, that episode's a little shaky. And I'll be like, I know. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm kind of tired of putting out not music. I'm tired of putting out episodes that I'm not comfortable with or episodes that doesn't fit my niche. And I'm just ready to talk music and society issues and shit like that. Like the last episode with Amber was great because we were talking about celebrities and music that they argue about, music that they want to listen to, and then we talked about BBL culture. That goes with music these days. That's appropriated. I feel like as long as you want to talk music, that's fine. But like people just really want to come on and talk about their own music, and I just feel like that gets old. Like it's other platforms for that. I promise you. Like I know two podcasts where they will interview you for solely for your music, and I will bring you their way. But unless you're an artist that wants to come on and talk like music with me, like upcoming albums that came out, songs that you've been listening to, artists that you want to see drop this year, artists you hate, like I love shit like that. This is what that podcast was intended for. And I think I kind of got to re-announce that now that I'm about 100 episodes in. Um, because some of the episodes kind of slipped through the cracks, I'm not going to lie. Um, these upcoming episodes that I have, I'm honestly so proud of. Well, actors, the rappers or whatever, like the artists that the artists and the people that I'm able to get on this podcast, like I'm truly being proud of. Like I'm happy for that. Brett Bands was a good episode. Just about music and just how you have to climb your way to the top and how you gotta stop grinding and even when things happen, put it in the music. And I feel like she was a great episode from a rapper's perspective. So I think if you're a rapper, you should listen to Brett Band's episode. That's what I intend this podcast to be, and that's just where I'm gonna end that because I don't want to feel like I'm hurting people's feelings or things like that. But day this is my shit, and I can cry if I want to. You know, feel what I'm saying? Anyway, what have I been listening to? Well, I am recording this Friday morning, so I did listen to the Future I Never Liked You album. It's honestly okay. Like it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm. You know, I don't like talking about albums when they first drop, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I had very high expectations. I probably like three songs that I know I can go to right now. That song with Drake and Tim's is so fire. Um, and I think, and I love when Future goes soft, like the Living Better and shit. I love that. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a girl. That's all I can say on that. Wale mixtape about not the mixtape about nothing. Uh, but that's a different mixtape shit. I'm putting them together. But Wale finally got his shit on streaming platforms, and the first thing y'all say is, "Well, why? Where's the love down trip? Where's the trip downtown?" And I ain't even gonna cap. I don't think he could clear it, y'all. I don't think he could clear it. But the Friends and Strangers is my favorite song. I was bumping that shit. The Breeze with Wiz Khalifa, best song I ever heard in my life. Like that's a top tier song to me. Like that's top five hip hop songs to me. Like, I love it. I love it. I'm about to add that shit to the smoking playlist now that it's on Apple Music and shit. But if you had Tidal, you been knew we had this shit, and that's all I'm gonna say because that's just that on that. Oh, and I decided to keep Tidal and Apple Music because, well, I told y'all my reasons. Apple Music is good, just for like sharing music since I have an iPhone. But Tidal really like knows me. Like they are able to put together some music that I like and that they know I will like, and I like that. They know me. That's cool. That's good shit. Denzel Curry. I'm really not a big Denzel Curry fan just because um, some things can just get a little bit too woke for me. But what I will say is I do love his song Walking. This shit is crazy. I love that shit so much. That shit is the most lyrical song I think I've heard this year. Besides Vince Staples. But him and Vince Staples, they both have solid projects. Denzel Curry, his project is called Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. But the song Walking is so hard to me, like insane. Um, but yeah, Vince Staples was hard too. If you haven't listened to that, make sure y'all listen to that. Like I told y'all, it's Ramona Park Broke My Heart is the name of the project. But I really love the song When Sparks Fly, Magic, Mama's Boys, my fucking song, and Player Ways is definitely a banger. Like that's a banger. Like that's the one. If you in a car, Paper Cuts bumps in the car. That's just an all around good album. Like I think he did his thing on that. Shout out to him. This Pusha T album though, I can't stop listening to it. I don't even care what y'all say. This shit is flames. Oh my god, this shit is flames. Like, oh my god, like, and it's perfect. This is what I mean. These rap albums be too long. Like Future put out 16 tracks and only 8 of them is worth. What's the point if only half is worth the shit? Pusha T put out 12 tracks, 10 out of 12. That's how you do. That's how you do a rap album. And the shit crazy. Like I'm probably tripping on the 2 songs that I don't like, cause I probably just still let them play. But Let the Smoker Shine the Coops is the hardest beat I've ever heard in my life, and he slid on me. The song with Lil Uzi and uh uh Frank, Scrape It Off, hard. My favorite songs are Call My Bluff and Open Air. Those are my favorite songs on that shit. He did his thing. Diet Coke was my favorite song for a long time, but Open Air and Call My Bluff definitely took the cake. Call My Bluff, I like it because he sound like, excuse me, Dougie Fresh. He sound like that on that song. It was so bad. He do not sound like Pusha T on that song to me. But oh my goodness, like y'all know I get excited about new rap that's actually like rap. Like I'm so excited. And y'all know I'm waiting on May 13th. Nobody better call my phone on May 13th. I'm so sorry that I'm actually recording on May 13th, but it's cool. I hope it slides through. We're going to get it together. But when Kendrick Lamar dropped, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. Y'all say he was canceled. Y'all sat on this couch right here and said he was canceled. Y'all said he was done. Y'all said he was boring. All this shit. When he come and collect all these fucking awards, I don't want to hear nothing. I'm already calling it. This is going to be the best album of 2022. And that's just that on that. I'm already calling it. I'm already calling it. I've been waiting on Kendrick to drop, and I can't wait for Kendrick to drop because I know as soon as Kendrick drop, Ari gonna drop, and then when Ari gonna drop, we gonna get Schoolboy Q next year probably. It's just gonna be, woo! I'm excited. I see the vision. I see the future. I see the future. You know what I'm saying? SZA gonna drop too, but I'm telling you, she waiting on Ari Lennox to drop. I'm telling you, Ari Lennox gotta drop first. SZA not dropping before Ari. I don't think it's gonna drop. I don't know. I'm really thinking this. I think SZA is waiting on Ari Lennox to drop. I really do. Or the label is waiting on Ari Lennox to drop. However you want to put it. Just because everybody's just solely waiting on them, but everybody know that if SZA dropped before that and then Ari Lennox dropped, people gonna start paying attention to Ari Lennox the same way that it happened before because SZA dropped before Ari. And I think they're gonna try to do it the other way around this year. But whoever dropped first, it's about to be a back and forth battle between TD and Dreamville, and I'm so excited to see this shit. Like, it's about to be amazing. I'm trying to think. Somebody asked me, do I like It's Almost Dry or Daytona more? That's actually pretty hard for me. Just because Daytona is like 3 years old now, so it's like I had some time to kind of sit on it. But I don't know. But that if you know what will Meek do on Daytona kind of trumps everything alone. But he was sliding on y'all not about to act like It's Almost Dry. It's not the it's not that shit. Like y'all not about to do that. Y'all not about to do that. Y'all not about to do that. Meg Thee Stallion did her thing on Plan B. Shout out to her for that. Coachella performance already was like wow, like she did her thing. I watched her Coachella performance and she did her thing for sure. I wish she would hang this shit up with Tori at this point. I wish she would never did that interview with Gail. I just don't think it was a good idea, and everybody's speculating on shit. And just it is what it is. It's just like let the court do this court, and let's just do this thing. Granted, we did get the text message revealed from Kelsey, saying that Tori shot Meg, which I knew he shot her, but the way she told that story was just like, well, why would you protect him? If you was really freaking out like that, I don't understand why she would try to protect him in the beginning of that. So I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of things being left out of the story still, and I'm not even about to get on that shit. But shout out to Meg. Plan B is a banger. Perfect for the summer. Perfect to cut these niggas off. Got me in that mood. I love it. Shout out to her. Y'all, this blast, Before You Go, whole album fire. No skips. No skips. Pick Your Poison, my favorite song. And Every Good Girl are my favorite tracks on there. But come on, man. The shit flames. Like, the shit flames. If you still ain't listened to that Sid, you slipping. I can't wait to go see her in concert. Just bought my ticket. I'm so excited. She's definitely gonna do her thing. But my favorite two songs, I don't know if I told y'all my two favorite songs are for Broken Hearts Club. That Sid album. Besides that Sid and Lucky Day, Could You Break a Heart? Because that shit is fire! Woo, that shit shit fire. And whew, that shit fire. That shit is fire. But Control and Getting Late are my favorite songs on there. Especially Getting Late. Getting Late is a banger. Sid know how to slow it down and get you in the mood, hun. I love it. And Control is just an amazing song. That shit's fire. I can't stop listening to this Kodak either. I ain't gonna lie, he did his thing. Um, and Sexless is a perfect song. I feel like I'm Kodak Black in 2015. That shit is fire. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been listening to Pimp C a lot. I've been on some Pimp C shit. I ain't gonna lie. Been on some real Houston thugging out. I'm trying to figure out when I can go to Houston. I would love to go this summer. Everybody been going and having a grand old time, and I have still yet to step my foot into Texas. Trying to figure that out. I'm aiming for maybe July, at mid July maybe we can go to Houston. Maybe for like a weekend, something fun like that. Maybe I don't know. Um, Willow. Willow has found her sound in music. She has not missed. She has not missed. Between me at her spot, got something I wanna show you. Meet me at her spot, he can't find us there. And then the other song, um, where she was by herself, Transparent Soul with Travis Barker. That song was amazing. Like she's found her niche. But that she has a new song out now, and it's called Wait a Minute. It's such a vibe. Like honestly, that's the song that you listen to at like the at the let's see, in the shower. Wait a minute, I think I left my conscience in a sixth dimension. Oh, wait a minute. No, for real, this shit fire though. Like, I want to go on vacation and listen to it though, so I can really like get those vibes. Like, and it don't even give you it. She not even home on a vacation and on those vibes, but it's just the beat. Like, it's just something about it. She's very found her sound, and I like it. Like before the older stuff that she was coming out with, it's not that I didn't like it. It was just like it. I don't think it was for me. But I feel like she's finally like used her influence to better her sound, and it's flames. It's really I fucks with it. I fucks with it. So if you don't listen to that, Wait a Minute by Willow, that's a good song. I really like that song. Um, London Drugs, Jay Worthy. I've listened to Affiliated. That's a little old though. That came out 2019. But if you ain't hip to that, go ahead to London Drugs and Jay Worthy. Make sure you let me know how you like it. I know some people been messaging me saying, "Oh hell no, bitch, you been tripping on this Benny the Butcher," but it's it's a certain ear, and that's why I always be trying to drop more than one thing, so like y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Like I listen to a lot of different sounds. So you see, we just went from Willow to fucking Future, so I don't know. Somebody asked me, am I still listening to Adele? Yes, the shit's flames. So that shit's flames. I don't care. If y'all still ain't listen to the shit, I don't fucking know. Like I said, Tyler the Creator definitely deserved that Grammy. Shout out to him. That album is still fire to me, crazy to me. Um, I gotta bring Harold back because on the 100th episode we could get into the Dreamville thing. He just said he didn't like the artist, but I really want to know his we gonna bring somebody on it. We gonna talk about this Dreamville album because what the fuck is this, sir? What is this shit? Um, that Northern Wick album is kind of good too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. I fuck with Northern Wick. I ain't gonna lie. And Victoria Monet, she never misses. If y'all haven't listened to any of Victoria Monet, make sure you listen to that as well. It just dawned on me. I want new music from Sir. I've been listening to the same couple songs for a while now, so I would like some new music from Sir. Um, KOD just recently turned 4. Yeah, 4. Um, it didn't age well. Now that I think about it. And I know y'all kind of came at me a little bit like, oh, you're not a fan of J. Cole no more. But to be completely honest with you, it's not that I don't think I'm a J. Cole fan anymore. I don't think I'm excited for new music, if that makes sense. I will be happy if he stops here. And that's not even me trying to be funny. I will be fine if J. Cole stops making music right here. I'm not impressed anymore. It's like, I feel like he's just doing it just to do it. And nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, what's the point? I don't find the point if you're just doing it just to do it. So it's just like, okay, have fun. Like, I ain't even tripping. Like, have fun. Um, I don't, I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. You see, I'm so excited for Kendrick. Like, and I think that's maybe what it is. I think J. Cole has made himself a little bit too accessible. Like, he's just hopping on anybody's tracks. Not that it's a bad thing. Same thing with Nicki, right? Nicki just hopping on anybody's tracks, and it's just okay because it's just like they too accessible. And I think them being accessible is turning me off. Like, what happened to, damn, where's J. Cole? Where's J. Cole? It's just like, now this nigga just hopping on anybody's track, and it's just like, there's no mystery left. The same thing with Nicki. Nicki just hopping on songs with Fabio Foreign and Coil Ray, and I'm not mad at it. Coil Ray album is very hard. I don't know if that girl name is Coil Roy, Coil Ray. I'm gonna figure it out. But Coil, your album is really good. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. That Trendsetter album is really good. Once again, she overdid it with the tracks, but I mean, not bad for you know your your first album. You did really good. I'm not gonna lie. She did really good. Um, I'm so just unimpressed though with everything that my faves have been doing. Like, I'm just unimpressed. Um, that's why I say I'm cool. Like, I think we're kind of growing out of and we just have to find some new faves. I think that's why we're okay with the new music now, because it's just like our faves just ain't doing it no more. They don't have that same flow, that same crazy, flow that they did. Kanye ate up the song with Future on his album. Um, he really did. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he ate that shit up. Keep It Burning, ate that shit up. But his album by itself is not it. So it's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been listening to. Future supposed to be dropping Monster 2 as well. Um, if it doesn't feel like 2014, I don't fucking want it. Like, I don't know. Monster dropped when I graduated from high school, and I want to feel young again. I want that summer feeling. I want that. Ooh, what's that shit? Like, I want that feeling. And honestly, I feel like Future's not gonna give it up that way, unfortunately. So we're stuck. Um, for these musical notes, all I really have is, um, we got Taylor Allardyce and More About Nothing on streams now, and I'm so happy that we got that on 420. That was so exciting. But I did want to talk about like white rappers using rap as like a pedestal to do something else, and then they want to run back to rap like, oh, yeah, I'm coming back. And it's just like, no, stick where you were. MGK, um, his last album was a rock album, and now he's saying he's gonna return to do rap. Um, and everybody was saying, maybe he did rap anyway because of Eminem or whatever. Granted, even if he did, why are you coming back now? Don't be trying to use our culture to be ahead, and then all of a sudden you get ahead, and now you like, okay, cool, I'm going back to rap. To no, you all engaged, you back in the headlines and all that. No, but I'm not gonna lie, that's a very Cleveland thing to do. Um, Follow the wave, do what I need to do, and then I'm going right back to my roots and just hope I stay. No, no. Remember that. Remember where you were. Remember what you did. Remember what you said. He ain't said nothing, but I'm just saying, like, don't be coming back. Like, I don't find the purpose. Be for real. What's the purpose? Be for real. I don't like that. Remember Miley Cyrus did that in the old days too. Like, she was making her little rock country music, and then she came to all of a sudden in the club with my J's on, Juicy J and shit. Like, girl, what? But Juicy J love him a white girl, hun. So that's just that on that. And what else did I want to talk about? Monster 2. Um, I don't know. I hope Monster 2 is better than I Don't Like You. I'm not gonna lie. I hope it is. Um, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And why do y'all call that man Perkio? And I don't think that man looked like Dirk at all. I don't. I feel like he, to be honest, he looked like a lesbian with kinky twists. He do not look like Dirk to me. He don't give Dirk to me. So we can cut the act. If people just get famous for lookalikes, who I'm gonna get famous for? Who I look like? Shit. I just want to know. And for your records, Amelie turns 14 years old. I think we can all agree that you was the shit if you can rap Amelie from start to finish, the whole thing, and you knew what you was doing. Like, I think we can all agree on that. Um, Lil Wayne really eats up still to this day. I told y'all he was on a feature run last year and he ate up all those fucking features. And I'm so proud of him. I love him. I really do. Um, I really love Lil Wayne. Like, I don't think I'll ever stop loving him. But I wish he really still looks like a Millie Lil Wayne. I really do. Like, he was looking back, like, to compare to what he looked like now, you'd be like, damn, Lil Wayne was a little cute, I guess. Shit. I remember my sister had the biggest crush on him. Like, Love Is So Soft days and shit like that when he was with Birdman. When he first was, like, coming out by himself. My sister was obsessed. She thought he was the cutest thing walking. Um, I told y'all to ask me questions, but y'all didn't really ask me questions. But I will answer this. Somebody asked me, would I rather give up weed and liquor or give up music altogether? And all I can say is, I once lived a life without weed and liquor. I never lived a life without music, though. Never. I've never lived a life without music. So that just goes to show you, music is my purpose. I love music. It's all around me. I love it. I can't live without it. Genuinely, and I mean that shit. Music makes me so happy. Like a blunt, if I'm sad, I might cry and I might, but I'm gonna feel that shit again. Music really just makes me push through it. It makes me feel it and just heal properly. Weed and liquor is literally a band aid. Music is my escape, literally. I love music so much. I get emotional like thinking about it. I told you I was crying at the Jasmine Sullivan concert. Songs just hit a little too deep for me. Some songs are just insane. I really be thinking like, oh my god, like so beautiful. Like, how can I not? How could I ever like not love music? People that don't listen to music really trouble me because it's like, what do you do? I listen to music more than I watch TV. I love music. There's always a song in my head. Always. I woke up with a song in my head. Every day there's a new song in my head. I can never live my life without music. I love it so much. And that's literally why I created this. I created this podcast because I knew I was a good writer. I knew I was a good creator. But music is my thing. I love music. People come to me and ask me about music all the time. I love this shit. I love this shit so much. I love the creativity that goes behind it. I love the time that it takes to actually create something. I just love it. Nothing can ever compare to that. I love it so much. But before I wrap this up, I do want to let y'all know I have a new book coming out. If you have not gotten Good Songs, Bad Memories, make sure you get it now. You definitely need to read that book first before you read the second book. And this book is called Great Lyrics, Bad Decisions. And instead of songs holding memories, these are about songs that I listen to that have made me think too hard and have driven me to make these bad decisions. Not that I regret them, but sometimes you have a song that you will listen to over and over again, and you think it's so relatable that you may act on it, or it just kind of gives you courage a little bit because it's a little too relatable, and it makes you feel like, well, shit, if it happens to you, it can happen to me too. But all of these kind of ended up being bad decisions. So I do want to know if you guys have any songs that have driven you to make any bad decisions. Another 10 songs. I have it for y'all. It's going to be released on May 8th. So next week, when you guys hear this episode, um, you know, keep in mind that you'll have a new book to read when the next episode comes out. And that's all I got, you guys. I just wanted to give y'all an update, things that have been on my mind, what's been going on with me, going on for the pod, the future of the pod. Make sure y'all catch me. Oh shit. Make sure y'all catch me because I will be having a cookout for the 2-year anniversary right here at the studio in the backyard. Make sure you hit me up if you would like to come for the address. It's going to be a movie. Make sure you drop your t-shirt size to me as well. We got a new exclusive t-shirt. It's only going to be for the 2nd year anniversary. And I just love y'all so much. Keep sharing. Keep commenting. If you're on YouTube, keep going up. I'm hip to y'all on YouTube. Y'all showing love. Slowly but gradually, but y'all showing love. And you know, the people that come in my inbox each week and say, Key, never give up. Your podcast is so good. I love what you do. People sending me, their screenshots of y'all listening, and y'all be 25 minutes in and shit. Like, that shit makes my heart smile so much. Like, y'all don't even get it. To the hairstylists, the nail techs, the people who play my podcast in front of their clients, y'all don't even know what that does for my podcast. Like, people become interested, and all of a sudden they start following me, and then I start seeing that people in Palmer listening, and people in Columbus listening, and people in Cincinnati listening. Like, oh my God, y'all are crazy. Like, I love y'all so much. The love that y'all show me is very unmatched. I love y'all so much. I truly do. Thank y'all for keep pushing me, and I will never stop. I promise you I won't. I will never miss a week again. I made that promise to y'all. I don't care if it's a guest or not. And what's crazy is I did have a guest lined up. It's just, my work schedule kind of got messed up this week, so I ended up having to go a little later on Friday, but it's fine. I knocked it out Friday morning by myself, so it's fine. It is what it is, but I have a busy weekend this weekend, so I really have a lot going on for the month of May, period. So if I don't respond to DMs, and you guys can still show me love for sure, but if I'm not, as active as I once was, don't feel like I'm just working. I'm working, and I'm moving. I'm moving to Atlanta, so I'm hustling. You know what I'm saying? I'm hustling really different this time around, and I'm just making sure that my listeners get the people that y'all deserve and the people that y'all want to hear, and for that, y'all deserve that, and I appreciate y'all so much. Keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep reviewing. If you on Apple Music, please leave a review. Apple Podcasts. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please leave a review. Follow me on Apple Music at Keith McClee. Follow me on Instagram at For Your Records Podcast. And if you have any questions or anything that you would like to share with me, that you would like to share on the pod, make sure that you email me at foryourrecordspod@gmail.com. That is foryourrecordspod@gmail.com. You can also send music to foryourrecordspod@gmail.com. I will still feature music as well. It's just going to be some little changes made, but it's for the better. And thank y'all for still rocking.